നോട്ടീസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ? നാഴികയ്ക്ക് 40 വട്ടം നിങ്ങൾ അവളെ മോനെ എന്ന് വിളിക്കും. മോനെ അത് കൊണ്ടുവാ, മോനെ ഇത് ചെയ്തു താ. പക്ഷെ വിൽപത്രത്തിൽ തുല്യാവകാശം വരുമ്പോൾ മാത്രമാണോ അവൾ മോനല്ല മോളായി മാറിയത്? ലൈഫിലെ ചില ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ഡിസിഷൻസ് തലകൊണ്ട് മാത്രമല്ല, ഹൃദയം കൊണ്ട് എടുക്കേണ്ടതാണ്, അല്ലേ?
ഞങ്ങൾ കണ്ടെത്തി വെറും 7% പെൺമക്കൾക്ക് മാത്രമേ വിൽപത്രത്തിൽ തുല്യാവകാശം ലഭിക്കുന്നുള്ളൂ. ഇതൊരമ്മയ്ക്ക് മാത്രമേ മാറ്റാൻ സാധിക്കൂ. സൺഫീസ്റ്റ് മോംസ് മാജിക്കിന്റെ വിൽ ഓഫ് ചേഞ്ച് ഇനീഷ്യേറ്റീവിനൊപ്പം വിസിറ്റ് willofchange.com. എന്നിട്ട് തുല്യാവകാശ വിൽപത്രം എഴുതാൻ പ്രതിജ്ഞയെടുക്കൂ.
വില്ലിൽ ചേഞ്ച് ഉണ്ട്.
Be a mom of change.
विवेक आप गए नहीं?
सर वो
बेटी का टूर्नामेंट था ना आज?
मीटिंग है सर.
अब जाओ जाओ, फोटो जरूर खींचना.
If you allow us, we'd love to.
चाय चाय गर्मा गर्म चाय for everyone. Whiskey on the rocks, right?
No, totally. Let's go. That's got a few.
यार परसों इस गधे का फेयरवेल है, मैं सबको ग्रुप पे मैसेज डाल देती हूँ.
ऐसे बुलाएगी सबको? रोया हमेशा के लिए लंदन जा रहा है, पता नहीं यार फिर कब मिलेंगे. तो जो भी करते हैं दिल से करते हैं, है ना?
रास्ते जब साथ है, डरने की क्या बात है, रोशनी से भरी ये सांस है, मस्ती है और मजाक है, खबरू जैसे बात है, बेहतरीन सा ये एहसास है.
Just give me a second, please.
Saturday night meeting.
Saturday, I can't.
I need you, bro.
Saturday. Let's go.
Perfect.
इतनी हुआ. Let's go. Let's go.
और भाई लंदन फुटबॉल के 2 VIP टिकट्स तो बनते हैं.
VIP tickets. हलवा है क्या?
Guys, भाई फेयरवेल पे एक लास्ट प्रेजेंटेशन.
गौरव, dedicated,
हार्ड वर्किंग.
go getter. Remember this day? सबसे बड़ी डील क्रैक की थी हमने उस दिन. मतलब इतना अपबीट, पैशनेट बंदा मतलब किसको चाहिए? हमें नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं चाहिए.
तू जा यार, तू जा.
अरे नहीं नहीं. NBA फाइनल्स, पूरी रात नहीं सोए थे हम. It was right after my dad had. What does this guy do? अपनी पढ़ाई छोड़ के he helped me. इस फ्रेंड को कौन मिस करेगा यार?
जिंदगी तो खास है, तेरे जैसी कोई नहीं है. जिंदगी तो खास.
When you want to show how much you care, Canva, दिल से डिजाइन तक.
favorite Cadbury Dairy Milk, Fruit and Nut, Roast Almond, and Crackle. Now in a fresh new look. Try all three.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if your enemies are road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets cause real big, gets off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored. That's the blood.
ആണ്.
Okay. So we are guys. So we are here live with the friend. So let's have a quick look at the positions. First we have Oscar Piastri, then we have Landon Norris, then we have Charles Leclerc, and then we have Max Verstappen, then we have Saints. So it's 1-2 McLaren, and then on the third grid we have Charles Leclerc, and on fourth we have Max Verstappen, and fifth we have Carlos Sainz, and sixth position we have George Russell.
Okay, so what are the current expectations for the race? Because we have been seeing that Max really has been, falling behind, and Ferrari and McLaren has really been, putting up the edge for Red Bull for the past 2 to 3 Grand Prix.
Yeah, actually, the current update is that Red Bull is having a new engine on the RB20. So the hopes are really high. And from the qualification or the qualifying preview, it's not there's not I mean a big massive upgrade in performance or anything, but still when there is an engine change, we are expecting a massive boost in the game. Also, today the lap will be there will be 24 laps. It's a 4.3 kilometer circuit, and there is very slight chances of having a rain. And we all know that Max is really good at wet weather. So the
Okay, so
formation
they
lap
have
has
started with a
started.
formation lap.
There's a 10% risk of rain, and almost all drivers are wearing the medium tire.
begin their formation.
Track conditions a little bit different than what we saw yesterday in qualifying, so it's going to be important for these drivers on
Yeah,
this
all the
lap. They've already
confirmed
obviously
all the
done some
drivers
early
are
laps
having
heading to
medium
the
tires
grid
on that.
on this pace lap. Just again getting a little bit of a sense for how the track grips evolve. Track evolution was so big yesterday in
So as
qualifying.
per
It's going to
data, it is
continue to
being
be
said that the
something that we
track
talk about throughout the course
is
of the weekend
track
because
conditions are entirely different from
the
qualifying.
surface just lap by lap, getting more of that Pirelli rubber put down, going to make these cars handle a bit differently, get a bit more grip. And the
So
drivers
for
will
the
want to do
first
this every
position,
go.
the winner will be gaining 8 points, and the second position will have 7 points, and the third position will have 6 points.
Who finds himself with the lead of the Formula One World Championship, 362 points in his account.
As it's a
Bottas has
sprint weekend and they have to manage the tires, they are all using
the last
old
10
medium
rounds,
tires,
and
almost all
Ferrari
of them.
closed in on
That's
McLaren,
really
who lead the Constructors'
a
Championship. They're on
thing to be noted
566
here.
points. Ferrari on 500.
Usually, the old tires will, I mean, the new medium tires will last from almost 25 to 40 laps.
And it
But
means that
let's
those in the
see
top
how it will
40
go
who
when
got
it
punched at the
comes to
start,
the
those further back
old
looking
medium
to learn
tires.
something for the rest of their
And
Grand Prix
only
weekend. And
Pierre
those at the
Gasly
very
and
front, as we
Liam
said,
Lawson is
in the
having
Constructors and
new
Drivers Championship of the
medium
World.
tires here.
And the other thing that's great about this for the drivers is the sprint start gives you an opportunity to hone that for the Grand Prix tomorrow. You don't often, outside of a sprint weekend, get the chance to do this, and this is such, I think,
So, do you think Max will be able to win this thing?
launch, that good launch off the grid, and this is just going to give these drivers on this new surface one
See,
extra
I'm
shot at
most of
learning
a
little
Red
by
Bull
little just how to
and
manage
Red
this
Bull
slow
supporter, and I
corner.
really
Will
do
was talking
want to
about
see
earlier
Max
in the
win, but
show,
we
this is going to be
have
important.
to base our, sayings on
Looking at
something that
Mercedes
is
on the pit wall, attempt to
statistically
know how
proven,
to take
because
victories
the
around the
last few
circuit as do
races
Red
Max
Bull,
has really fallen off,
GP
because I really did
Srint
not know
Race
what is happening
engineer, knowing
over there,
that
because
this
I
weekend is a risk for their
really
comfort
do
buffer
think there is
in the Drivers'
maybe
World
a
Championship.
huge
That's the
difficulty in
slope
technicalities
we
of
were
the
hearing
engine,
about through
or
the heat haze. With
because
one
we absolutely
McLaren
know
to
that his
another,
driving style
Piastri,
is
a sprint
top
winner,
tier and
two-time
always
Grand Prix
keeps the
winner,
edge
the
on his
lead car on
opponents.
the
But
grid, and we welcome back to Formula One Oliver
I don't know,
Byrne,
man,
who's having
because
his third
I'm
weekend
really rooting
in
for him
for
this time.
Kevin Magnussen,
Because all
his
these times I
youngest driver
would
on the
not
grid,
even have,
19
thought that
years of age.
we
Three in the
had a
pecking,
moment where we
17 on
should
the grid.
pray
We
for
look for the
Max to
green flag
win,
at the back. It is
and
time
this
to
time
look to the lights.
not that seemingly like to happen.
But there is an
And
engine change in the Red Bull. So, how do you think that will affect
Away,
that will
sprinting
play in
to
this?
turn number one. Oscar Piastri gets the launch he needs. Can
uh,
Max Verstappen put any pressure
we
on
actually
him?
do not
It's
know.
not at
We
this
only
stage
we
for
can
car
only
one two
see
as we drop
that in
down.
Okay,
live
the
as
race has
this
Mercedes
started.
Group 2
platform.
with the advantage. Charles Leclerc hanging on to third place. The top four
Okay,
already
Piastri
on the
is
grid.
really
Mercedes
fast. Okay,
looking
Max
to win the
Verstappen
victory.
is in
Cars
here.
get up to speed.
Okay,
It's a dreamy
Verstappen
F1
and
Q2 weekend.
who is
Exactly what
that?
they needed. And
Verstappen and
Mercedes
Leclerc is
Verstappen
having
for
a
good.
hard fight,
Off
but
again, Charles
Leclerc
Leclerc. It's
keeps
one
the
minute bonus if he can
third
get past a McLaren 1-2 with
position,
Piastri
anyways.
holding the way at the moment as we begin lap 1 of 24. It's
So
Piastri
the
leading
both the
nicely.
drivers from the Austin Martin have started from the pit lane. They have started a pit
Behaved in
lane
that
start.
first section of corners as we see Colapinto now trying to get
So
on the
Piastri is
outside to
currently
make some
leading.
moves.
Max
He's been
Verstappen is trying
a
really hard. There's a
great
huge
start
fight
getting up
going
into
on
turn
between Max
2, but
Verstappen and Charles
very
Leclerc.
clean racing through the Senna S's down into turn 4. Already seeing the plank, the bottom of that race car
But
on a
you
lot of
can
these
see the
straight
Wow,
McLaren is
Hamilton
corners.
having a
immediately
really
loses
Behind
three
great.
now,
positions.
like Will was
Damn.
talking about, the heavy cars, the bumpy circuit, this could be an issue.
Well, we can see the underrated
Verstappen's driving
racer
himself to a
Hulkenberg
great position
in
next to
10th,
turn 12.
10th position
That
right now.
incredible slipstream that you
Did you
get
know that
And
means
Hamilton
that this
just lost
stage
3 places
of
in
the
the first lap?
contest, so you'll have to do it the old-fashioned way with a move late on the brakes. But Max Verstappen
now
lives for late
Piastri
on the
set the
brakes.
fastest lap,
The
current fastest
slipstream
lap.
effect will be getting greater and greater and greater as they build to 200 miles an hour. But there's no chance to
So
even
let's
shake
see
for a
how
move
Verstappen.
when
I
we
think
have the
the
racing
Red Bull is
vehicle
not doing
across the
that
line
great.
on lap number 2. It's
I'm not
Piastri,
seeing that
Perez,
kind of an
Leclerc,
attack from
Verstappen.
Verstappen.
Russell is in
I think
7th
they
as we
are
maintain
also a
7th.
bit
It's 8th
concerned about the
Magnussen.
tires. So
Hamilton
now
leading
DRS
the
has
way
been
down to
enabled,
14th position.
and
You're on
since
board with the
Kevin
F1
Magnussen
World
is
Championship.
I mean he is
Very
not well,
vulnerable to a
so
mistake
Oliver
out
Wayman
of
is
turn 1 as we see Checo now on
driving
the
instead of
inside.
him.
Colapinto trying to defend that position. Perez has been holding it. Colapinto up 2
So with
spots
the
from where he
Audi
started,
merger
starting to get
on
close
the
to his
line,
teammate
like
Alex
I
Albon, who's just
really
a few
am
positions
seeing
ahead,
that
having fallen
Haas
past
team,
a couple
especially
of drivers.
Hulkenberg and Behrman, are
Colapinto
trying
thought he
to
could get
keep keep Haas name on top. And we have been seeing from the last couple of races that they really do have been keeping the above 10th positions for their races. And this time, Hulkenberg and Behrman are on to a good start to keep their name on the titles, especially with the points they want to be earned.
And Oliver
And
Viana is having the fastest first sector of the map. But Piastri holds the fastest second sector of the map. Okay, so Lando Norris is within range of Piastri to get a deer. So will he take the first position? Oh, Verstappen. Oh, that was a real tight battle between Verstappen and Leclerc. Max is now having DRS. Oh, that's really defensive from Charles Leclerc. Norris just hit the fastest lap. I think the pace on the Red Bull is pretty promising this time.
yes, Checo is still keeping 12th position, and Hamilton, man, like he really used to be the one. The
Max
other
was
races used to
only
be
for 200 seconds.
beautiful.
I mean, 200 seconds away from Leclerc. Actually, okay, so Max just gets the message that take your time, Max. You know how the game works here. I think the race engineer is asking him to preserve the tires here. Max is using five lap old tires. I think that's why. Leclerc just sets the new fastest record, 1.11. So the fastest sector is first is being held by Leclerc now, and the second fastest is by, okay, that's again going around.
So an even start between the two McLarens. Piastri chopping across, and it's line astern stuff down to turn number one. Russell with a poor getaway left him vulnerable to Gasly, and a lock-up for Max Verstappen.
And further back, you see the three-wide action. Both the Haas cars there. That's Hulkenberg. It's on the inside of turn three
But
now.
McLaren really does know how to keep a hold on the opponents this time, and
Didn't allow him to fight
Leclerc
back
is
down into
really,
turn 4, but look at this.
really pushing
Great
onto them,
slow-mo shot.
especially with
Pulls under
Piastri holding the lead.
defending hard on the inside,
We'll
keeping
see.
that
It's
position.
currently now third lap.
I don't see Piastri giving away the position, or I'm not seeing him playing a team fight here. I think Piastri is going for a win. He's not letting Norris go, or he's not giving him a support or anything. There's no
Because
team play
I'm
here.
watching the POV from Norris, and he really is battling Piastri over here in this race. Okay, and we have few of them leading, and Verstappen, Sainz, Russell, everything is leading onto the fourth lap right now.
Verstappen
Hamilton
has
is
fallen a bit
still,
short now.
still holding on to the 14th position. Like, come on, man, you seriously can do better. We all know that. And Russell, his teammate, is holding on to the sixth position. The top 8 positions are not even budging a bit. That's damn crazy.
Actually, we all are expecting Max to show a Mad Max show here. Everyone wants to hear that Dutch anthem again. I think it's been so long since Max won, so everyone wants him to win. Also, a win from him will be like a reassurance that the world champion is still here. So the gap between Piastri and Norris is right now 0.7. It is still inside the DRS range. Let's see how it will, but Leclerc's holding the fastest lap now. Max is out of DRS range though. Leclerc is also out of DRS range. If Max gets inside the DRS range, then Leclerc is going to be in real danger. Perez is holding 11th position while Hamilton is struggling on the 14th position behind the Williams. It's really strange to see Hamilton struggling on this map. And after the race, we have the honorary show where Lewis will be driving the car of Ayrton Senna. The Liam Lawson's V card is also performing really well. Even though Hulkenberg has gained 3 places, he is finding it hard to go over Liam also. Okay, now Max Verstappen replies that I know how to drive. He gives the fastest lap. We all know Max Verstappen is uh, a bit, what do you say, possessive towards the fastest lap. Whenever even he's even ready to risk track limits for fastest lap. He has always done that. He has never let anyone else get a fastest lap there. Let's see how the Red Bull performs here. I think the Red Bull is having a pretty good pace. I think Max is playing the championship. He's showing that maturity of a championship because he needs to preserve those tires. We have 24 laps. There is no pitting in between. We can't afford a pit. Lando is really struggling behind Piastri right now. Lando is not inside DRS range right now. Leclerc is, and Max Verstappen is also inside the DRS range. Piastri is not even giving a little bit of space for Lando.
Well, the one thing I can say is Ocon is really trying to push over Hamilton. Like, I really am surprised why Hamilton is still holding his ground on position 14 because I really know that he can and really does give the top positions a run for their money. But this is not up to what he does, and this is currently seventh lap. Everyone is closing on to around 40% of the entire race for today's, and
Oh,
let's see what happens.
there's a slight chat between the engineer of McLaren and Lando. So he says that he's happy with what's happening and he says to stay put. But Lando seems a bit pissed about that. He's not happy how Piastri is reacting. So he says, yeah, whatever. And also, as you said, Hamilton is struggling because he has the fresh rookie Colapinto in front of him. As you may have noticed, Colapinto is really fast on. Even though he's a rookie, he's really fast on the track.
So about Colapinto replacing Sargent for I really understand like why Sargent has to be replaced because we know that his name has been recurring really much in this current season 2024 season, but
Oliver Bayman just overtook Nico Hülkenberg. And now Perez takes the inside line and Perez is up to P10. Perez takes the side. Checo just took the inside line. I would hear that radio say, Max, it's time to push. I want to hear them say Max push and I want to see how much Max can push. I'm actually really, really curious on the engine change. Whenever there's an engine change, because due to this engine change, there is a 10 grid penalty for Max that's fine, waiting for the final lap. And the final match is 71 laps. And with a 10 grid penalty, will it be another P10 to P1 finish for Max Verstappen? We have to wait.
okay, everyone is on to the lap 9 currently, and as we can see, all are currently holding the positions and without even budging. As usual, Zoe is currently in 20th position. Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz, Russell, all holding the positions brilliantly.
Yeah, the track temperature is building up. It's now 50 degrees Celsius, but the chance of rain is increasing. What will happen if rains? What will happen if it rains suddenly? Will they stay on the slicks? Will they go into indoors? Will Max perform like always? It's all a big question mark right now.
Well,
I think
slicks
many Max fans are
in a sprint
using
is, I don't know, like, seems kind of a big stretch because they really do want to get up to speed as fast as possible and really want to get as much of the lead as possible because there are a very few laps as compared to the normal GP in a sprint. So it's very unlikely. Even if rains,
No,
yeah, but
if it's gonna rain real heavily, they can't stay on slicks anymore. So Verstappen is having the fastest speed now, 333 kilometers or 206 miles per hour. That's really strange. So does that mean the engine change is gonna play a role here? Leclerc is losing 5/10 a lap right now. That's really a good news for Max, I think. Max, I think it's almost half laps now. It's almost lap 12. So if Leclerc is not able to perform well, I think Max is gonna start pushing any moment. Or maybe he won't push till lap 16 or 17. We can't expect anything right now. The first four cars are just separated by 2 seconds right now. But Norris is almost losing that DRS zone right now. Piastri without any DRS, everyone behind Piastri is having DRS. Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, everyone. The Verstappen is only 4 tenths behind Leclerc. Is really a risk for Leclerc. Let's see how Max is going to perform. I don't think Max is still pushing that hard.
well, the big change is Checo Perez. He has really been climbing 4 positions currently and he is on to 10th position, 9th position, with Hulkenberg back on to 11. Damn. And Bierman still holding position 10. From
Perez is
Piastri to
fighting. I
Lawson,
think
they
Perez is
are not
pushing on the
even budging a single bit from position 1 to 8.
Verstappen just took the fastest lap again. So okay. I think Leclerc just went wide there. 12 laps is complete. Okay, now there is DRS for Verstappen. There is no DRS for Leclerc. Okay, there's a real. Oh my God, that Charles Leclerc was highly defensive. The gap went almost really close to 200ths of a second. 2 tenths of a second. Sorry. Okay, let's see.
Leclerc is really playing the cat and mouse game with Verstappen chasing behind his tail.
Yeah,
Like
Leclerc is
Verstappen is
having a good
he's
second.
about to grab onto Leclerc's fins and it's deeming too much pressure onto closing the gap.
I
But
think
still,
they are gonna start pushing now. Okay, there's a wreck. Oh, he says just keep calm. Now is a chance made from here. And they says that there's so many mistakes from Charles Leclerc, and I think Max did not push during those mistakes from Charles Leclerc because his engineer told him to keep it just as so. And he says just keep calm. Now is your chance. What does that mean? Max has DRS. Leclerc doesn't have DRS.
Sainz is really out here playing smooth operator with a lush full view in front of him, devoid of any opponents, and he's just cruising. But here we can see Verstappen just about to crash onto Leclerc with closing the second as soon as possible.
Bearman has just hit the track limits right now. I don't know if he has got one warning. Oliver Bearman just hit track limits and he just got one warning. The gap between Piastri and Norris is increasing to 7/10 a second. If Oliver Bearman gets 3 warnings, then he will be getting a 5-second penalty for track limits. Max Verstappen is and Leclerc and Norris all are in DRS zones again.
Well, now everyone is on to lap 14th.
Lap 15 actually. So I'm just curious, when are they going to start pushing? Okay, now there's a big gap between Norris and Charles Leclerc. I don't think that will be helping Max at all because Max needs to go over Leclerc right now. Only 10 more laps to go, and Max can't stay behind Leclerc anymore like this. Leclerc is out of DRS range, and Max is inside DRS range. I think he should start pushing now. I don't know why his engineer has asked him to keep it the way it is. So it is now the best lap ever. Now Max Verstappen is having 50% battery, while Leclerc is having only 20% battery left. So it proves that Leclerc has been using his battery a long for keeping Max behind him. Max now has DRS and he's closing in on Leclerc. Oh, that's really close. Verstappen is two tenths faster than Leclerc in each lap. Okay, so just now the radio told to Norris that we are happy with the gap between you and Leclerc, so let's hold this position till the last lap. So does that mean there is going to be a switch on the last lap, or what does that message seem?
I don't know about that, but the aura Piastri is giving off because his POV cam is only pointing backwards for how much laps? For the last 16 laps, and it has been staying the same. And Norris is not even able to cross him. And Piastri is really battling on Norris here. And Leclerc is not even in the map or even in the opponent's list for Piastri because he's just
Okay, so
out
just
there
now
for the
Norris
win.
told his race engineer that I will overtake.
And well, now Verstappen is really on to Leclerc as usual. Sainz is out there with smooth operator. Hamilton is still in position 14th. Like, come on, man. You still can do
Well,
better.
I think it's lap 70 now. I think it's time for them to start pushing.
Well, push is a really big word for Zhou because Ganyu Zhou has moved one position upwards to 19 with Stroll in the last position. Like, there really has not been much action for the last guys for any GP
I
happening
think
so far.
Perez is struggling behind Liam Lawson in the V Cup. I think Max should start pushing. It's still 8 more laps, but I think now is the time because he shouldn't be too late to be pushing. Now Lando is outside the DRS zone. He's 1.1 second outside, but Verstappen is so close to. Oh, Verstappen is so close to Leclerc. I think he's gonna make the push. He's in the longest range.
Verstappen
Oh,
overtook Leclerc.
Verstappen closes in on Leclerc. He takes our outer. He takes. Verstappen is going to push real hard right now. He wants to close in on Norris soon. He is going to be aiming for that DRS section again. Only the top 8 will get points for the sprint race. So let's
Well,
see
that
how.
is actually sad for Lawson and Perez because they really took out their extreme effort in getting to the positions. And
Alex
Hulkenberg is
Albon is
back on to
also
position 12. Wow,
Hulkenberg.
such a big let off because Hulkenberg has been keeping on to his 10th position or 9th position from the race start, and
Okay,
Checo
Max is
Perez has
gaining
been
on
really
Norris
giving him
now.
the run for his money.
Max has started to gain on Norris. I am not. Okay, he's losing space again. Norris has started to push. Norris has also put the pedals on the gas now. There is no DRS for Max this lap, but there is DRS for Norris. Oh, there comes the message. Come on, mate. Let's chase them down. That's the message from the Max Verstappen's engineer. So I think we are going to see some action. Max, is he going to start the chase right now? The message was, come on, mate. Let's start the chase down.
Well, the cat and mouse game has really been
Oh,
going on the same
Norris
for Verstappen with every single opponent he's been facing.
Norris is having issues with grip there. Let's see how Verstappen is going to go. Five more laps to go. Verstappen is faster than Leclerc. That's a warning for Piastri.
Well, Verstappen really has been set out from the start to get to the podium, and he locked in the podium position. But will he get pole with only 4 more laps to go?
Five more
Really
laps
tight
to
spot
go.
to get.
4 more laps to go now. Okay, 5 more laps to go, and Perez is up again. Perez overtakes Liam Lawson. Perez is now on the 8th position. So does that mean they have a chance of coming back in the Constructors' Championship, the Red Bull?
Because as we know, the sprint races only give points out to the top eight positions instead of the 10 positions for any other GPs.
Colapinto is struggling with the tire as he was struggling, and Hamilton goes through. Hamilton goes through Colapinto, Hamilton goes through Hülkenberg. Hamilton has gained 2 places.
Actually, from the bottom, I really wanted to say through goes Hamilton from the start of the race, but from position 14 to 12 is not that much of a difference for
Now we are
Hamilton because
having a
we
yellow
know how
flag
much he can perform.
Yellow flag on sector 2. I don't know why that happened. Okay, Nico Hülkenberg has been. Lewis Hamilton.
That's a huge letdown for Hülkenberg. He really has been keeping his 10th position, and now he's in
Double
the last.
yellow. We have now double yellow. Hülkenberg has stopped on the second sector. And Norris is outside the DRS turns now. There's a chance for a virtual safety car right now. The Haas has stopped working. Nico Hülkenberg's Haas has just stopped working.
Well, we do not know if this is any possible sabotage or just the engineering department have really been not at work for Hülkenberg or even Haas at all, because the start they were perfectly on
Max is really
point
closing the
with
gap
Berman and
on
Hülkenberg.
Norris right now. Okay.
Norris takes over Piastri.
Okay, Piastri
What
gets
a change, bro.
positions with Leclerc with Norris because they can't risk Max having a chance of overtaking Norris anymore. So now Max has to take on Piastri and then on Norris side. But still, there are 3 laps left. No, Piastri is outside the DRS zone, and Max Verstappen is really close to Piastri. The race
McLaren is
engineer
really on defensive side right now because they really do want the points from the pole position. And
Max. Now is the time for Max to strike. I think Max is going to strike right after the second sector is going to be over because the yellow flag is only on sector 2. Max is inside the DRS range when compared to Piastri. There is a safety car. There is a virtual safety car. Oh, shit. No more
he's
overtaking.
just asking for a pickup ride. Hülkenberg.
Oh, shit.
What a
That's
ride, man. What a
a
ride.
really good chance. That when there are only 2 more laps left. There are only 2 more laps left, and there is a virtual safety car. That means no speed increasing, no overtaking. So it's almost like over. We are not sure though. Will there be any
But
magic?
props to Verstappen for taking the podium. And McLaren, we can see that McLaren has been really on to defensive this time. They really are scared
Max
of
is really
the
frustrated
Max.
behind that. Max is really frustrated behind Piastri. I think he's praying for them to remove that car from the grass and just start the race. Let's see how this goes.
Well, Hamilton is on to position 11 currently. We have from position 8 Perez, 7 Gasly, 6 Russell, 5 Sainz, 4 Leclerc, 3
Marshall is almost
Verstappen,
over the
second
move.
Piastri,
Marshall is
and on
almost
pole we have
moved
Norris.
the Max car, and Piastri is backing Max Verstappen. That is not legal. Okay, now Piastri gets the message to go closer to Lando, I think. Piastri can't drive slow like that. It's not legal to do that. It's on a virtual safety car, they can't do that. It's not a normal race.
This brings back memories back onto Monaco, where Russell has been really slowing down Verstappen for Hamilton to get through. And well, Hamilton is still in position 11, so I don't know.
We
The
have
long run, maybe not.
soon. One more lap of racing action.
And his green flag for acceleration.
Oh, it's so close
Verstappen
to
is really mad, and he's really been floating it hard to get over Piastri and
Max
Norris.
has
He
a
really
lot of
wants the pole
battery left.
position,
You
but
need
it's
to
3 laps
remember,
lap, we
Max
can
has a
see.
lot of battery left. Max is only four tenths of a second behind Piastri, but there's a lot of overtaking chances in this map. Even though it's only one lap, they still have chance. Max still have chance to overtake Piastri.
And the Sao Paulo GP is about to come to a close with Norris in pole, Piastri in second, and Verstappen in third.
The race finishes and Lando Norris is on first and Piastri is on second and Verstappen is on third. So it's a
Wow.
McLaren 1-2.
What an
That,
uneventful race, I must
that
say.
safety car made us.
This is the first sprint race in this season where Max did not took a pole position. Well, wow.
Looks like Perez just took the fastest lap out from Norris's hands. Perez just took out the fastest lap.
Better late than never. Better late than never.
But now we know something. That Red Bull is fast. And that Red Bull can turn into a winner.
I'm taking back all my statements from the start of this race. Well, it's not about the ride, it's about the rider. And Max really did show us that the rider is on point for this race. And he took podium from which position? Fourth? Well, that was a really good start.
Yeah, he gained one position, but still it was a really nice race. If there was not a virtual safety car, then Piastri would have been looking at third position, not second for sure.
Well, we had to give credit where it's due. Piastri and Norris really did hold their ground. And even then, when they switched on to defensive, they still went on to the proper strategy. And I really do hope that their chief engineer is really out there planning all maps and all defenses against Verstappen.
Yeah, they are scared to have this Max behind them for sure. And let's see what happens in qualifying tomorrow. And with a 10 grid penalty, will Max be able to strike on to P1 on the day after? So this is the unofficial signing off. See you guys tomorrow on qualifying.
Ciao from Sao Paulo.